Problem 6106. The bucket of a backhoe contains 1,200 pounds going down, and the center of gravity G. Determine the forces in AB, hydraulic, and the link AB, ray D, and AC. So we need the forces here, here, and here. So let's start by drawing a free body diagram of the bucket. So if we draw this bigger, it kind of looks like that. We have G, 1,200 pounds. We have a point C, and we have a point E. Now the hydraulic, or the link here, now when a link is only pinned at each end, there are no intermediate forces, which means the load, or the forces, will be axial. So we know that that is going to come down like that, and it's going to be at this angle. So it's going to be at a 30 degree from the horizontal. And then we have E, it's going to have a vertical and a horizontal reaction. Now, we don't need to know the forces in D, ED, whatever this is up here. It's not asking for that. So if we can find the two at C, then we can solve for the rest of these. So I'm going to sum the moments about E, since I don't need to know them. So about E, I got 1,200 down, and that distance right here is 1.5. And that's going to rotate this way, so it's negative. And then I've got in the X, I'm going to go ahead and break this into components. And so I know the X, the CX, is going to be times this height, which is right here, which is 1 foot. So 1. And that's causing a positive. Now we got the vertical. Can also cause positive, and that distance there is just this little 0.25. That equals 0. So that's negative 1,800, and CX is going to be C sine 30 times 1, so that disappears, plus CY is going to be C cosine 30 times 0.25 equals 0. The cosine of 30 equals 0.5, the sine of 30 equals 0.866, and so C is equal to 2510. CX then is 0.5 times C, so that's 1260 rounding. CY is 2510 times 0.866, which is 2170. So now we can solve for AC, because right here we've got 1260 and 2170. So let's draw a free body diagram of this joint, point A. So point A, has AC coming off this way, and we already solved that. So it's going to be 1260 and 2170. It's got AD going to the right there, and it's got the hydraulic AB going that way. Now the hydraulic will be axial, and this one will be axial, so we can solve this when we have two unknowns. This is just like we did in trusses. This has no vertical. This has a vertical and a horizontal. So this has a vertical down, so this up, so this must have a vertical down of 2170. And if we look up here, this is a 45-degree angle. So therefore, the horizontal and the vertical are going to be the same amount. And clearly I put this wrong direction. It's going this way. Now, we have a horizontal there and a horizontal there, so this one must be going opposite, equal to those two. So 1260 plus 2170 is 3430. So this is force AD. This is force C, we already found. And this one, if we just did square that and square root it, and we get 3060 as the result.